What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Natty Baps, solo dolo today. Shout out to Shabazz. He is currently with his girlfriend. They went to a gospel concert, so happy for him. Happy, hopefully he's having a good time. Um, yeah, we're not a political show, no by all means, but we're in a new era, new age, and just that's all I really can say. But politics aside, no more political ads on our TVs until in 4 years. Again, welcome those who are new. Subscribe if you're new. Tell a friend, all that good jazz. Week 10, we are officially on the second half of the NFL season. Some teams lived up to the hype, i.e., Kansas City, Buffalo, Baltimore. Some new teams joined the fray. Commanders, shout out to them. Chargers with their new head coach Jim Harbaugh. The Steelers consistently being okay, and then you have some disappointment, i.e., Saints fans feeling disappointed, Cowboys fans dealing with injuries. So it's a cluster of emotions as a whole. Bad teams we knew were going to be bad, consistently still bad. But at the end of the day, we're still going to watch. Even if the Saints lose every other game, I'm still going to watch no matter what. So, yeah, without further ado, we're going to preview all the matchups in week 10. I'm going to give my analysis for every game. But yeah, before I begin, drop a like, subscribe if you're new, tell a friend to tell a friend. And let's begin with Thursday night football. The Bengals travel to Baltimore to take on the MVP frontrunner in Lamar Jackson. Bengals are 4-5, I believe. I want to say they are 4-5. Taking on a 6-3 Buffalo Baltimore. Baltimore's debuting their Purple Rain uniforms, which is absolutely fire. Yeah, they are 4-5. Well, Bengals are 4-5. Their offense is not the issue. Their offense hasn't been the issue. What's the issue for the Bengals is defense. There are weeks and days, games where they can get out of the passer, and then there are weeks and games where they let the teams go all up and down the field on them. The biggest concern for Cincinnati is how do you stop Derrick Henry? Because as much as Lamar Jackson is having his best passing season, it's probably inhibited it because Derrick Henry is running the ball so effectively. He leads the league in almost every rushing statistical category, rushing yards, rushing attempts, touchdowns, so on and so forth. He has 1,000, almost 1,100 rushing yards, and it's only week 9. Like, he can get to 2,000, and if Baltimore's playing for something, they might rest him the last week because Kansas City is 8-0 and might have 9-0, actually 8-0, and they might have the bye locked up. But who knows? We might see him break the all-time single season rushing record as I eat my ice cream sandwich. Shout out to Cookies and Cream ice cream sandwiches. So good. So good. My bet is Baltimore minus 6.5. Lamar Jackson dominates Cincinnati. That's first off. Second off, at home game in Baltimore, and Bill Belichick said it best. The Ravens don't lose; they beat themselves. All the games that they've played, they were and are, for all intents and purposes, should have won every single one of them. You lose the Raiders game, you're up 14 in the fourth, double digits in the fourth quarter, choke. Browns, you had every opportunity to win, just stop running the ball. Kansas City, I get it. Kansas City week 1, but big toe out of bounds, could have gone for 2, would have gone it potentially, who knows. This is an opportunity, considering the fact that the Steelers are still chasing them in the division. This is the opportunity that the Baltimore Ravens need to, one, send Cincinnati deeper and deeper into playoff purgatory, and two, build on that lead in the AFC North. I got the Baltimore Ravens winning. I think Lamar is going to have a vintage game. The last time they played on Thursday Night Football, this is Joe Burrow got hurt with his wrist the last time, and then this is where like the hip drop tackle became a big thing. So I believe that I just think Baltimore is a better team. Point blank, period. I truly believe that Baltimore is a much better team, and I think that they show that when it gets colder and colder and Derrick Henry's running the ball more and more effectively, you don't want to play Baltimore at all. So I got the Baltimore Ravens take care of business. I got them minus 6.5. And yeah, next game we got Germany, Giants, Panthers. I know we hate Germans because of what they did in World War II, but then this is nuclear warfare right now. We're sending over the dogs. Of course, I'm gonna watch this game. Probably not bet much of it, but of course I'm gonna watch it. I got the Giants. I got the Giants winning. I got the Giants winning. Here's why. I don't know about 6.5. Money line probably, but I don't know about 6.5. Here's the reason why. Daniel Jones and our offense was doing effective things with the run game against the Commanders. The Panthers, yes, they beat the Saints. Whoop-de-doo. Saints suck right now. The Panthers can't stop the run. So the bet I'm gonna make in this game is Tyrone Tracy to like get over like 80, make do like a ladder type thing for his yardage. Because I think he's gonna have a fantastic rushing day. Put some Daniel Jones rushing yards in there as well. He actually ran the ball against the Commanders. Use the athleticism. Use the athleticism that he has to take advantage of a suspect Panthers defense. I just think that the Panthers suck. I mean, again, you beat the Saints. Whoop-de-doo. You Saints suck too. But at the end of the day, I think that I genuinely believe that the Giants are better than the Carolina Panthers. And I think that Malik Neighbors has a good game. Again, it's in Germany, so it's not a home game for Daniel Jones, so there's no pressure. I just think that I think the Giants run the ball effectively against the Panthers and they take care of business. Would I bet the spread? Absolutely not. I'll bet Giants money line for sure, but I don't know about betting the spread. I got the Giants winning. I think the Giants take care of business. Shout out to Matt. Next, we now start the 1 o'clock slate. This is like 8 or so games. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games in the 1 o'clock slate. We got Pats taking on the Bears. If the Bears lose to the Patriots, it's bad. It's bad business. It's bad business. Okay, you lose to the upstart Cardinals. That's fine. Okay, whatever. You lose in terms of the Bears. You lose to the upstart Cardinals. Okay, the Cardinals lead the NFC West. No shame in that. No shame in that. Losing to a Hail Mary to the Commanders. Yeah, why take a Hail Mary? But again, losing to the 7-2 leading NFC East. No shame in that. You lose to the bottom of the AFC and the Patriots and get cooked defensively. I don't know. I don't know. This is one of those things where I'm leaning Pats plus 6.5. I'm leaning Pats 6.5. Here's why. Patriots defense is severely underrated. Severely underrated. Severely underrated. Who is this? Texting me. Who the hell? Anyway, sorry for that. Someone randomly texted me, do I want to go to New York? Who the hell is that? 334. Anyway. But yeah. So I think that the Patriots defense is severely underrated, and they're gonna cause Caleb Williams some problems. 1, 2, they still can't protect Caleb Williams. So as much as maybe he gets a big game. They get after the passer relatively well. That's 2 and 3. Bears defense. Oh no, Montez Sweat, he didn't play last week, so they had no pass rush whatsoever. They consistently don't get pressure, and without Montez Sweat, and you're gonna let Drake May cook a secondary that's, they're missing Jaquan Brisker, they're missing Jalen Johnson. Like a lot of the key guys for the Bears secondary has been out for like the last couple of games. So as I finish this off real quick. So, unprofessional. I would have eaten this beforehand, but it is what it is. At the end of the day, cool. At the end of the day, I think the Bears do win this game because I think if they lose and they go to 4 and 5, all that hope and optimism that they had in the beginning of the season just goes away, and Matt Eberflus might be next on the chopping block. So for Matt Eberflus' sake, I think that the Bears should win, But my bet will be the Pats to cover 6.5. But no Bears fan will be happy if they don't win by more than 2 possessions. No Bears fan will be happy. Yeah, they get the win, but my friend said it best. It's like coaching matters, and you're not winning a coaching matchup right now, even against Gerard Mayo. So Bears win, Pats cover. Next, Bills Colts. I can't in good gracious pick the Colts at all. Yeah, Joe Flacco might have some splash plays, but the Bills are a well-oiled machine right now. They're a well-oiled machine. Amari Cooper, he sat out last week. I think due to an ankle injury, but that doesn't matter. He got back. He's getting back healthier. He's not there for the regular season. He's there for the postseason, helping with the Buffalo Bills in the postseason. Josh Allen is on an MVP tear. He might throw another interception. We'll see. I just I until seen otherwise. I know I live in Indianapolis, but until I see it, I can't bet on the Colts. I think the Colts are a bad organization and a bad team, and I got the Bills to put it on them. Like put it on them. Like they handle business against the Colts, and they might be like, oh, like ooh, who like, on Monday, oh, who's a bigger threat to the Kansas City Chiefs? Like I think that question might come up. But I got the Bills to take care of business on the road. I think Shabazz said this might be his survivor pick. So if you're still in survivor and you haven't picked the Buffalo Bills yet, you might have picked them a couple weeks ago against the Titans. But if you still have the Bills, definitely lean on Buffalo this week against the Colts. Try not to pick a road team, but I'm looking at the rest of the slate, and there's none. There's actually one that there's two actually, but one that I actually love, and we'll talk about that in a second. But yeah, Bills win. They cover. They make it happen. And yeah. Next, we got Vikings Jags. Vikings stopped their 2 game losing streak against the Colts. Now they play another AFC South opponent in Jacksonville. That's just they have flashes of brilliance, but it's just a shame. It's so bad how Jacksonville is. Doug Peterson's probably gonna get fired this season because they can't get rid of Trevor Lawrence. They just paid him so much money. Even though I said it before he got paid that it was a bad decision. But no, you just a hater. You hate Trevor Lawrence. I was like, no, he had one good season, and then the second season he got he had 3 total seasons. Urban Meyer was 2-14. You thought out of the way. Oh, it was Urban Meyer's fault. Then lead the team to the playoffs. Cool. Was down 28 points in the playoff game because of his ineptitude in the first half. Then the Chargers charged themselves and they gave up the lead. Then on top of that, the next year they're 8-3, going into week 11 or week 12. He gets hurt, and then they fucking lose and they just miss the playoffs. So at the end of the day, it's like Jacksonville. What are you? Are you a good team? Are you a mid team? Or are you a bad team? I think they're a bad team. I think the Vikings find their mojo. I think they found their mojo. TJ Hawkinson coming back provides them a chance to let's actually not just have Justin Jefferson carry. And I think the Vikings win. I'm going road team again. I'm going road team to cover. I think the Vikings win, and they put the pause on Jacksonville. I think they put the pause on them, and the AFC South, man, that teams. And you see, there's a trend. I think every single team in the AFC South loses this week. So far, 0-2. I think Vikings win, Vikings cover, and make it happen. Next, we have Broncos at Chiefs. Chiefs have been getting lucky slash, luck is just preparation meaning opportunity. So it's like, okay, you want them to be blowing teams out. Like you want them to be blowing people out, which is fair. But it's also at the same time, it's like, ugh, you understand why they can't. I think D Hop showing off what he did, what he can do on Monday Night Football was probably the worst thing possible for the league. I think and they still don't have a good running game. And Kareem Hunt's serviceable. When Isaiah Pacheco comes back and they have a running game, oh man, I watch out for Kansas City. I think I don't trust no picks to go into Kansas City and win. I'm gonna go with Kansas City to cover the 8.5. I think their offensive mojo is awesome, and as much as I love Pat Surtain and the secondary for the Broncos, I don't think they have enough firepower to slow down Kansas City, and at least go bam for bam or score for score. Um, I also just, I truly just don't believe in Denver's offense. As much as I love Champagne, I just don't trust their offense. So I think Kansas City wins. Not a question. I think they cover. If this was in Denver, I'd probably lean with the Denver Broncos to upset. But because it's in Kansas City, they just won a nice emotional overtime win in Monday Night Football. I think that they can see perfection. The A and O, I think they can see they can test the taste perfection. Like they're gonna lose soon, and I don't. I'd rather them go all the way to the AFC title game and then lose to Lamar, and then that just like ruins the perfect season because that would hurt Nick Wright's feelings. Oh my god, it would be amazing. But I think they lose soon and refocus. I just don't think it's this week. I just don't think it's this week. Give me give me the Broncos to not cover at all. Sorry, give me the Chiefs to put it on. Falcon Saints. I've had people ask me how I'm feeling about this game. Dennis Allen got fired. Marshawn Lattimore got traded. Chris Olave is in concussion protocol, taking his time. Please take your time. We do not. Hey, we worry about Chris Olave, the man, not the player. Be healthy. Make sure you're good. When it comes to this game, obviously, I'm picking the Saints to win. Duh. When it comes down to it, it's the new coach bump. A lot of times an interim coach comes in and then the team wins the next week. Now again, I don't know if it's scientifically proven. I don't know if it's like, oh my god, it's just a new air is in the room or whatever. I just think we should have beaten Carolina. We were averaging 5.5 to 6 yards a carry. We was averaging, and we just didn't continue to run the ball. Like run the ball. Atlanta's defense is not that good. Like, oh, we're gonna give up 7 points to like whatever. Their offense is okay. Their offense is okay, and Kyle Pitts showing off and starting to show up. That is a concern because the Titans always kind of destroy the Saints. In at least recent history, the Titans are starting to go crazy against us. But like the last time he played, which is week 4, they didn't score an offensive touchdown. So what happened? How did we lose? Again, a muff punt in the end zone, a pick six, and a 58-yard field goal by Young Wei Koo. That's how we lose. Like we beat them with time of possession, with yardage, and with I think turnover margin as well. We just didn't capitalize and couldn't score touchdowns. I think that we win. Am I confident? No, not at all. Should Atlanta win? Yeah, Atlanta should win for all intents and purposes. But the fact that we have a new coach, we don't have Dennis Allen anymore. The fact that it's our Super Bowl at this point, because we know we're not winning anything. We know we're not winning anything of note or of importance this year. If we can ruin Atlanta and spoil any type of vibes that they have, that's the best feeling in the world. So I think we handle business, close games, we squeak out a victory. Obviously that means we cover, but I think we keep things close. I think that the vibes are better in New Orleans than they haven't been in a while. And even without Lattimore, I think that we can slow down the Falcons' offense. And we just need to get after the quarterback. Point blank period. And I think that the losing to the Panthers was like the final straw. And if anybody has pride, if anyone has any gumption or any type of substance on this team, they will show up and show out for our home fans against the Atlanta bum ass Falcons. We haven't won a home game since the Panthers game week 1. So we lost to the Bucks, we lost to the Broncos, we lost to the Eagles, we lost to those are the only 3 we've had. Yeah. Eagles, Bucks, Broncos. Yeah. So we just have to start winning games. Point blank period. We just gotta start winning games. And again, I want the top five pick, but I also, it ain't over till it's over. So fuck around, make the playoff. Saints do it. We'll see. But we got to start by winning one and then go in a row. We'll see what happens. Saints win. Saints make it happen. Niners at Bucks. Niners coming off a bye. I don't know the Kyle Shanahan off a bye trend, but Christian McCaffrey started practicing. Debo's probably most likely fully healthy again. So is Kittle. I think the Niners off a bye. This is like the perfect time for them. They got healthy. Brock Purdy's gets out of his head, and I think they take care of business. I think they take care of business. I think the Bucks played such a fantastic overall game against the Chiefs, and in hindsight, being 2020, they could have gone for two and should have probably gone for two, but they're running on fumes right now. Again, Chris Godwin's out, Mike Evans is out, Kate Allen's doing his thing, and so is Sterling Shepard. But like, it's just they're running on fumes, and at some point, the chicken's got to come home to roost. And I just think that the Niners take care of business off a bye. I think they make it happen. So I got the Niners to actually win. Covering, probably. Yeah, I got them to cover. Yeah, I got them to cover. Yeah, so Niners cover and they make it happen. Next, Steelers. Oh, another team. They had two teams on a bye last week. Steelers were one of the other teams off a bye. They coming off a bye, traveling to Washington, the upstart. I think it's like the Steelers are 6-3, if I'm not mistaken. Steelers are 6-3 and 6-2. Steelers are 6-2. Commanders are 7-2. Like, who would have thought? Who would have thought? Steelers traded for Mike Williams. So they have. Ooh, I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. That was. Ooh, I teach by day, so that was just. I didn't have my nap. I feel like a kid. um, Steelers traded for Mike Williams on a trade deadline, so they have another weapon on offense to help Russell Wilson. Um, the Commanders are a good team. They're a good team. I'm going to go with the upset and go with Pittsburgh for for two reasons. One, Mike Tomlin off a bye is really great, especially at covering. And two, I haven't seen Washington's offensive line face a Steelers defense or a team like the Steelers defensively. And I think that Jaden Daniels is going to have his welcome to the NFL moment when JJ Watt is on his ass. Let me look at their schedule. I genuinely don't believe the Commanders have played anyone with the defense, at least a pass rush. They played the Giants, and the Giants got after them a few times, but they played the Browns, put them on them. The Ravens got after them a little bit. Like, yeah, they haven't really played a team. And even in week 2 against the Giants, like, it took 7 field goals, right? Like, the team had how many sacks? 5 sacks against them. And that was his worst game. They still won, which is great. But hell, even last week, they got after Jaden Daniels a lot. They got after him. Oh, they only got after him twice. I apologize. So I thought it would be more. But again, they playing a Steelers defense rested. And TJ Watt is like, again, one of the sole reasons why they're winning games. I think the Steelers have a big play, a big defensive play. I like the under. So I got the Steelers to win outright, just straight up to win outright. I love it. Next, starting the 4 o'clock slate, we got the Titans and the Chargers. Chargers would be another survivor pick if you have to pick. If you still haven't picked the Chargers, I would pick the Chargers against the Titans. I love what the Chargers are doing. Run first. Of course, it doesn't make Justin Herbert's stats look great, but like I said yesterday, Justin Herbert doesn't care about stats. He cares about wins. And right now, they're finally winning games. Boring, but let he doesn't. If I'd rather win boring than lose excitingly. I say this a lot, and being a Saints fan back in the day, yeah, we used to win games excitingly and also lose like 48s to 44s or whatever. It's like, bruh, like, why can't we just win like boring games? I'd rather be boring and win than exciting and bad. Chargers are a good team. They're a great team, and the defense is getting healthier and healthier. I don't think they have to exert that much energy against the Titans, to be honest. But hey, you never know. Tony Pollard's been running effectively, and so has Calvin Ridley. He's been playing effectively too with Mason Rudolph. I don't know who's playing. I think Will Levis might be playing, but actually I don't know. Titans, Mason Rudolph. Titans depth chart. I genuinely believe it still might be Mason Rudolph. Titans Chargers. I genuinely do believe it might be Mason Rudolph still. So if it's Mason Rudolph, the Titans haven't had success in the reunion. Uh, oh shit! One stat I did not know about this: the Chargers lead the league in points allowed. They have given up the fewest amount of points in the entire season. So that's That's again defense. Jim Harbaugh run, play time of possession, and limit offensive possessions for the other team. As I try to set up my camera again, sorry. But yeah, I think the Chargers win. The Chargers win to make it happen. Because right now they're 5-3, go up to 6-3, and start chasing Kansas City. Probably won't catch them, but where? Next, we got the Jets and the Cardinals. Cardinals leading the NFC West. Who would have freaking thought? Leading the NFC West. I got the Cardinals. I don't think the Jets game was the trendsetter. I think that was a blip in the radar. I don't trust New York. I don't. Oh, you're not a New Yorker. You're not a New York. Shut up. I'm Brooklyn, born and raised. BK till I die. Don't give a damn. My point is, Aaron Rodgers was bad for 3 quarters, and then put it on him on the fourth, which is fantastic. Like, this Cardinals team is legit. They're a little upstarty. They have some rookie mistakes, but what's the big issue? You still can't protect Aaron Rodgers, and yes, I expect a shootout. I expect offense and offense and offense. But at the end of the day, I don't trust Aaron Rodgers to go on the road and beat this Cardinals team. I don't. Because think about it this way: the Jets defense, right, got after C.J. Stroud. C.J. Stroud's not known as a runner. He's not known as an elusive running quarterback. He's not. He's a stationary. He is athletic, but he's not a runner. Kyler Murray will run as soon as he thinks the play is dead. He'll run 50 yards down the field. So I think they have the Cardinals are a team that's to be reckoned with, and when they win this game, people are gonna be like, oh shit, this team's not bad. So I genuinely I think the Jets gonna hang in there for a little bit, but I think the Cardinals go or host them and upset them. I think they upset them. Like, yeah. Eagles, Cowgirls. Eagles, man. Saquon, if you haven't seen the play yet, Saquon backwards hurdle, like, bruh, it's one of the greatest plays I've ever seen. Um, I think the Eagles, this is where, you know, do they cover? Because I think the Eagles win this game, but do they cover? I'm going to go, because again, Micah said he might play on Sunday. Dak Prescott torn his hamstring, so he's actually probably out probably for the rest of the season, to be honest. Like, it's going to take longer than 4 weeks to come back from that. So he's probably out for the rest of the season. Nothing about Dallas. They can't run the ball and they can't stop the running. What did the Philadelphia Eagles do better than almost anybody except for the Baltimore Ravens? Run the damn ball. I'm going to go with Philly. I'm going to go with Philly to cover. I think that it gets – and also, Cowboys at home get embarrassed. Yeah. Why did I think about it? Eagles cover -7. Like, that's probably one of my best bets of the week. I think they just get ran on. They get the doors blown off of them. I think the Eagles run the ball. Saquon finds the end zone, makes it happen. I'm about to put the bet in now. I genuinely believe that the Eagles take care of business and run the ball down Dallas's throat. Can't stop the run, can't run the ball. Now, Nick Sirianni might fuck around and just have that's a bad play. Would not put it past him at all. No, about that later. But yeah, I'm putting a bet in right now. Actually, I genuinely believe that the Eagles put the paws on that -7, little $2 bet, $2 wager. But yeah, Philadelphia Eagles -7. Book it. It's only a $2 bet. But man, I genuinely believe they put the paws on. Dallas at home is it's not a good bet. Sunday night football, we got the Lions taking on the Texans. Texans plus 3.5. Uh, sorry. Anyway, I got the Lions win. I think the Lions are a machine. I think the Lions are a fantastic team, and they're 7-1. They lead the NFC. I think what can the Texans do? Okay, they can throw the ball down the field. Fine. I think the Lions have so many ways to beat you that like I just think that they run and run and run the ball down people's throats. And Jared Goff is playing his best football of his career. Like it's sad. It's crazy. He had Todd Gurley. He had in 2017 Todd Gurley or Sean McVay, Bobby Trees, and it just this is the best he's played all of his career. And I think that it just keep riding the wave. They've won 6 straight. I think it goes to 7. And the Texans look at themselves. It's like, damn, we were supposed to be a class of the AFC. Now, again, they play in the AFC South. So they are currently leading the division by 2 games. And they should, for all intents and purposes, win the AFC South. But when it comes to being in the AFC and competing with the big boys, I don't think they can. Because why? They can't protect CJ Stroud. They can't protect him. They should have traded for Zach Martin. That's my honest opinion. They should have traded for Zach Martin. If they would have, then I think that then they probably would have had a chance. But I think the Lions getting Zadarius Smith as well and telling him, "Yo, go crazy." Bro, I think the Lions put on a masterclass. Now I will say this: uniform matchup wise, the Texans are wearing like the all red unis. It looks fire. It looks fire. But I can't bet just off of uniform vibes. I'm betting with my head and my heart. I'm going with the Lions. And then last but not least, the Miami Dolphins Monday Night Football travel to LA to take on the Los Angeles Rams. I like the over in this game for 100% sure. 100% sure love the over in this game. 2, I think the Rams, as long as they have Cooper Cup, Kyron Williams, and Puka Nacua, I think the Rams are a dangerous team to go far in this NFC, and they can upset anybody. Hell, week 1 it took overtime for them to lose to the Lions that are 7-1. I think the Rams are a fantastic team. Although Tua has lost 2 games in a row, that's not his fault. But at the same time, I just think that, at some point, coaching matters. And you have Mike McDaniel, I think, facing the Rams for the first time since he was a Ram. Uh, sorry. Sorry, y'all. Someone's texting me about like wrong number stuff. So anyway, yeah. So I just think the Rams take care of business. I like the over for sure, and I'm probably gonna bet this now. But I think that I'm probably gonna bet it now. Actually, what is it? Over 50.5. I think we might be in for a classic. I think we're in for like a classic game. I just I just don't know if I can trust the Dolphins to keep up. Yeah, of course. You have Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Devon A. Chain, like speed demons. Like they can get the ball screen and take it to the house. But sustained drives and sustained excellence, I just don't think the Dolphins can keep up and stop the Rams. I think at some point you can stop the Dolphins, but I don't know if you can stop the Rams with all the weapons that they have. Shout out to Demarcus Robinson as well. So yeah, I got the Rams to win, but I also like the over. And boom, that's the lot. Those are the games. We have 4 teams on bye, so it's a relatively quick show today. I'm also by myself, so I'm able to just talk my shit. Da da da. So I'm gonna put the Natty Baps parlay first, and then I put the FID parlay. So obviously the FID parlay, we always try to support the friends in the stress. So I'm putting it live. We got the Giants money line. We got the Patriots plus 6.5 against the Bears. We got the Jets money line. I forgot the Ravens, of course. Ravens, Saints, Saints money line, and then Jets. So yeah, 5 teams is 16-23. So here it is. So here's the FID parlay. Again, for those who, if you have FanDuel, I'm gonna stop this sticker. And it's like if you lose, don't blame us. So FID parlay is the following. We have Ravens, Saints, Jets, Giants money lines with the Patriots plus 6.5 is $1 to win 16-23. 16-23. 17-38. So again, that's the parlay. That's the FID parlay. All right. So again, it's Giants, Patriots plus 6.5, Ravens, Saints, Jets, money lines, all money lines except for the Patriots. It's $1 to win 16-23. I just placed it, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you can see it. Boom. So again, tail it if you want to support FID, friends in distress. Now the Natty Baps parlay. Obviously, I'm going with the Ravens. Going with the Giants. Can't believe I'm saying that. Going with Buffalo. Going with Minnesota. Not putting the Saints in there. Going with the Chargers. Going with Philly. And going with the over. All right. So my parlay. So the Natty Baps parlay. The Natty Baps parlay 1-of-1 type shit. All right. Here it goes. Money lines for the most part. We got Ravens money line. I'm typing in all this live like we always do. We do this live, ladies and gentlemen. So Ravens, can't believe I'm saying it, but the Giants, Buffalo Bills, the Vikings, the Chargers, the Eagles, and the over 50.5 Miami game. Miami or Dolphins Rams. Oh yeah, the Dolphins. Dolphins Rams. Cool. This parlay is plus 1242. I'm going to put $5 of it. So it's $5 to win, as I am making it happen, to win 62-13. That's terrible. How did I make a division sign? I was adding, trying to add a dollar sign. Cool. So that's it. So we got Ravens, Giants, Bills, Vikings, Chargers, Eagles, all to win. And then on Monday night, we wash it down with the over 50.5 Dolphins Rams game. I'm sending this bet to my boy Matt and Shabazz. Boom. And yeah, so those are the two parlays we rocking. We got the Natty Baps parlay. I would put the Saints in there. Matter of fact, I got an extra dollar. So we reuse, put the Saints in there, type shit. Am I confident in the Saints winning? I'm not, but it just adds a little bit extra. It's plus 34.71, so it's $1 to win 35 essentially. So if you add the Saints in there, cool. Obviously, it's all love on this side. Please gamble responsibly. All right, we're not. Yes, we're trying to get rich, but we're trying to be fiscally responsible, especially in the times that we have. But yeah, so again, recap my picks really quickly. I got the Ravens to take care of business against the Bengals. I got the Giants to win. I got the Patriots to cover 6.5. Bills destroy the Colts Vikings destroy the Jags. Chiefs handle business against the Broncos. Saints lock in. Niners beat the Bucks. Steelers upset the Commanders. Chargers win. Cardinals win. Eagles take care of business against the Cowgirls. Lions went on the road and they over in the Dolphins Rams game. That's 14 game slate. Four teams on bye, so it's a relatively quick show. Again, thank you guys for always tuning in, whether you watch it live or watch it after the fact. All support is great for us. Again, if you're new, subscribe if you're new. Tell a friend and tell a friend. We're trying to grow, be a family. Yeah, life is life, and crazy things happening in the life of American citizens. But again, and someone said this. I know we're not really a political show, but someone said this the best. You know, as I find it real quickly. I took a screenshot of it earlier. Someone said it's like for real. I don't care who you voted for. If you're cool with me, then I'm cool with you. It's not that deep. There's already enough hate and division in this world. We don't need no more. So no matter who you voted for, it's over. Okay, whatever. Spread love, not hate, and let's hope our teams win. Unless you're the Falcons, then fuck y'all. Subscribe if you're new. Tell a friend and tell a friend. Live your life in the four F's and the V of faith, food, family, football, and
vindication.
We'll see you guys. Shabazz will be back. He'll be back Tuesday, 8:30, where we recap the second half start week 10 of the NFL season. Let's hope we have some great games. It's the NFL, the greatest reality TV show in the world. And until then, until Tuesday, I'm Natty Baps. I'll see y'all when we see y'all. Peace.